Hey all, Mark Slane with the United States Krav Maga Association. Today talking about what we're looking at when we see a new technique. Quite often I get my affiliates, they'll send me videos on different techniques, different ways of doing things that we're doing them, and I love this. You know, I don't want instructors under me to just parrot information. I want them to think for themselves, to realize what they're looking for, and not just to do things because that's the way I told them to do it, but absolutely come up with better ways of doing it. I believe it's the handgun instructor, Rob Pincus, that said once we put somebody on a pedestal, we stop growing. You know, we stop thinking, we stop exploring. You know, this guy must be right. He's our grand poobah. So I absolutely love seeing this stuff. Things that I look for when I do get a new technique sent to me, and recently one of my black belts, top-notch black belt, he sent me a confined space straight knife stab, a little variation that he came up with. And as soon as I looked at it, I said, oh, that's got some merit. However, send me a video of it actually being done in confined space, in a hallway, in a bus aisle. You know, make sure you have the room that you're assuming that you have. And the second thing I told him is, I want a realistic attack. You know, the guy that was with the knife just pretty much stabbed and kept his arms straight out there. I said, move that thing like a sewing machine needle. I want that to be a realistic attack to see how it works. You know, anything works against a statue with a straight arm. And then the third thing I told him was I absolutely need to see a very small female do that against a very large male. You know, in Krav Maga, really it's for the small people. It's the best self-defense for women you can come up with. It doesn't rely on brute strength. It doesn't rely on, you know, your size. It doesn't rely on how much weight you can flip around. You know, it's absolutely fantastic for the small people. And, you know, I see a lot of techniques that work great for that 6'2", 230-pound chiseled instructor. How does it go to work against a small female against him is what we're looking for. You know, it can't rely on strength. It can't rely on, you know, the big guys are pretty safe anyhow. We're really trying to keep the small people safe. So you know, it's got to be easier than what we're doing. It's got to be more effective than what we're doing, or we won't make the switch. But these are things that we're looking for whenever we're looking at someone else's technique that we may steal. Mark Slane, United States Krav Maga Association.